So listen, you know how we're all stuck at home and we're asked to do a lot of these Zoom conference calls and meetings, and you just look like you're sitting in the dark because you got windows behind you and you don't have a light facing you. What if I told you that you can get one of these lamps that actually do a pretty darn good job for your Zoom conference calls or, GoToMeeting conference calls, and at the end of the whole coronavirus thing, you can turn this back into a fantastic lamp. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. Okay, the specs on here, it is a Mi LED desk lamp, model as MJT D01YL, has a life expectancy of 25,000 hours, color temperature range of 2,700 to 6,500 Kelvin. This is going to be really key because you want this to go ahead and match with the other lights that you have going on. So even if it's natural light, you can actually turn this to match the sunlight. That way you don't have this kind of weird color temperature thing going on. Well, if you want that, that's also fine too, but just note that it's just a white to warmish yellow color range. It actually just uses 6 watts of power, which is surprisingly enough for most webcams when you're doing Zoom conference calls. Supposedly this also has wireless connectivity, so you can actually control this using an app. I've never done that, but that's a pretty cool feature. And it has 300 lumens rated output and basically has a socket to go ahead and plug that in. There's nothing really crazy fancy about the power supply other than that it is very energy efficient and does everything that you need for a very reasonable price with an adjustable light. So let me show you what it's like in there. Now again, I've been using this for a couple of months now. I was meaning to do a video earlier about this, but the deal that I was able to get, I think I got this on a special discount, and I think retail wise here in the States, it's around $70 a piece, which is quite an expensive piece of lamp if you look at it, but this is really a minimalist type of a design. And it's just like this, super slim. It's got the DC jack input back here, and this basically just folds up, and the light, the LED is right in here. Where this really shines, sorry for the pun, where this really shines, pun was not intended, is that this will actually flip upward like this. So it's just go right over most laptops, most desktops, and when you do this, you get a nice soft light that comes from this strip. And depending on the way you angle it, it actually could have a somewhat of a self-slimming effect. But we use this with the green screen and it works pretty darn well. And while we only use one, you can even it out just by getting 2 of these. So I have a second one here. This is the one that I'm opening. We're gonna hope to up the background screen game with this. It has one simple control down here on the bottom, and this basically you tap to turn it on and off, and rotate it to adjust the brightness level. And if you hold it down and rotate it, it will adjust the color temperature. You turn it clockwise and that turns it over to a whiter tone to be like sunlight. You turn it, you press it down, spin it counterclockwise, and it has a nice little warm color like we used to have in the old incandescent light bulbs. So we like the warm light bulbs up top over here in the dining table area, so we tend to keep it in the warm setting most of the time. But during the daytime, you want a little bit more energizing color temperature. You just rotate it all the way to the right. Now there's an app that you can use, and obviously this being Wi-Fi enabled allows you to control all those settings. I haven't played around with that, but that's something really cool. That's something that streamers might appreciate. So even if you're a home game streamer, whatever, you just want some nice lights that are pretty glare free because of this, just move it down below eye level. And with this whole flexibility to convert it from one setting to the other, it really can't be beat if you're trying to have something that's kind of like an incognito home studio for Zoom. So if you're interested in this, please check out my link down below. Thanks for watching. Please give this a like, subscribe for more. Catch you in the next video.